Hello everybody, my name is Hofstad and welcome to Bulge 44 by John Tiller. For those of you who don't know who John Tiller is, he is the biggest name in the wargaming industry. He has developed quite a large amount of wargames and, by god, they're pretty good. Now, ow, damn it. Now, his biggest flagship is the Panzer Campaign series, and this series is very, very large and has pretty much defined his entire company. And pretty much, let's think of it this way. If you can think of a scenario in World War II, chances are he's made a game of it. And Panzer Campaigns covers quite a lot of these, from the Eastern Front to the Western Front to the Mediterranean. He's got Budapest, he's got Moscow, he's got freaking Normandy, he's got everything. It's quite intense. Now this is Bulge 44, depicting the Battle of the Bulge. Now I've been playing this for a couple of days and I have to say I'm kind of impressed, and I just want to do a little impressions video. This is not a gameplay review, nor is it going to be gameplay straight up. So this is just going to be a little what I think and if you should get this game, well, or any of these series of games. Now, first off, it's ugly. It looks like dog shit. I really cannot stand the look of it and I think it's atrocious. And I have to use a mod because it's just that horrendous looking. And the other thing that I don't like is how everything is stuffed into the top corner. That's kind of horrendous. It kind of ruined. It's functional, but it ain't pretty, dude. Now, having got that out of the way, what the game does offer you is quite phenomenal. You have a large degree of control over all of your units, and if something isn't going right, it will tell you down in the bottom corner here. If you're trying to move into an enemy zone of control and you can't, it will make the typical Windows error sound and show it down there, and I think that's pretty good. A lot of war games don't tell you why something is not happening. Another thing that I like about this game is that this is in the turn report right now. When it comes up, I'll show you the turn report. It's quite nice. Now, with all these things, they offer you quite a large amount of controls. You have to change travel mode, facing, digging, artillery, air. I can't go through all of these, that will take forever, but it offers you quite a large amount of control, despite it being a little bit, ew, that's not pretty. Now, what I do enjoy about this, I don't like the turn times. They can take forever. The turn has been on for about 30 seconds before I even pressed the freaking button, and this is one of the small scenarios. This is just Bridgehead over the Wye River, which is a beginner scenario. It's just the one that's recommended after the tutorial. Now, first thing I have to get out of the way, well, not, I've already got the crap out of the way, is that this is not so much of a game as it is more of a program. The obvious parallel can be drawn to command modern air naval operations, and basically what this is for content creators that like to screw around with the engine and make their own things, and John Tiller has been using this engine for quite a long time to be able to produce his own games, and he has been doing this very, very well. And the Panzer Campaigns, it's pretty much obvious. This is pretty much all the Panzer Campaigns use this engine, and it's basically a different map, unit, and unit counts. Is that basically they all look the same. But this is not a fault on his part. He is just doing what everybody wants, and he's doing it well. However, this is not really the type of game for me. This is very types of bare bones wargaming. It's nowhere near like Gary Grigsby War and East or Decisive Campaigns. This is the bare bones of wargaming, and this is where people who really want hardcore board game chits and counters, they will go into this for the computer to be able to process all this information. And it's basically a step up from Gary Grigsby's War in the West and the type of bare bones stuff it gives you. Well, not bare bones, but in types of complexity and what it offers. And there's the turn report right there. You can see that has the artillery units available, disruptive units, the checks it's set up, a whole bunch of crap right there, which is pretty much very useful, and I quite like that. So, if you this is a type of war game for advanced war gamers. If you've been into this for 6 months, and if you know what you're doing, I would highly recommend checking these games out. However, if you are a beginner, stay right the fuck away. You will not like these, you will find these atrocious, but I'm enjoying them because I'm quite experienced, and it makes me sound like a pretentious fuck, but it's true. There is some pretty good stuff in his catalog, so check out. If you would like to check out his games, if you like this video, go to HPS Simulations or John Tiller. And I'm going to end this video here. This has been Hofstadter's Tortoise. If you enjoyed this content, please consider giving a thumbs up or a like or all the other YouTube crap that it wants you to do, and I hope you have a good day.